So thanks everyone for coming today. My name is Ed Graves. I'm one of the regional managers for Providence Community Library. We manage 9 libraries throughout the city of Providence. So I'm here to talk a little bit about the library, to welcome everyone here. For people that know and for people that don't know, the library is still a place for people who love books, but we're so much more. For the people who can't afford the $100 cable, internet, Netflix bill, we're the place people go. For the kids after school who come here to play computer games every day, we're that place. For the senior citizens who come here and want to visit, and this is the hub of their social life, we're that place too. And for people who want to use our free community meeting room space to host programs like this, we're that place.
Well, welcome everyone. I really, truly appreciate from the bottom of my heart that you took the time out today to join us here for the first of 4 series for the virtual Cape Verde experience at Rochambeau. A lot of people asked, how did this project actually come to be? And so I'll share a little bit of how this actually was birthed. I was in grad school and I wrote a paper about my identity. And part of my identity is really being a Cape Verdean American woman. And a few years after that, I got the opportunity to participate with the Providence Community Libraries in a human book project. And so when they asked, well, what would your title be? Well, hello, I'm a Cape Verdean American woman. And hence, I was a human book, and that was my title. I participated in, for the 2 years that we had the Human Book Project here in Rhode Island. And one thing I found was that many people were very interested in learning more about Cape Verde and Cape Verdeans. I was checked out for the whole time of the series and started to realize that there were consistent themes around the questions that people were asking me. So as a result of those themes, I kind of pulled it together, and this is what the virtual visit is really a result of.
I was there, and I was in the war before I was there. And there was one party that brought the independence of Cape Verde, PIGC, and the G is for Guinea. After the coup d'etat in November 1980, then it became just PICV. And the PIGC continued, although there was no Cape Verde in Guinea-Bissau, and the political history of Bissau, which I'll talk about more. Here is the founder of PIGC, founded this movement in 1956, as Africa was generally being decolonized, not by armed struggle, okay, mostly by petition, demonstrations, protests, and so forth. But the Portuguese, when requested by the United Nations to decolonize, they said, well, we'll get around to it anyway. It's all part of Portugal, just like Alaska is part of America. So the war started in 1963 after the Pijuiti massacre. They decided armed struggle would be the way out.
My biggest concern today is this growing inequality, social and economic inequality, the income gap, the wealth gap. The education system is in my, maybe it's an exaggeration to use words like crises. The country has performed quite well in terms of quantity. And so it probably now has more, on a per capita basis, more universities than the United States. Okay, so quantity, it does well. Just about every child is in primary school or secondary school, so the numbers look good. But the quality of the education, and particularly for a 21st century education, that concerns me, particularly at the university level. And so if human capital is the only natural and national resource the country has, and it is 21st century global economic competition, and so if we don't produce this, that troubles me.